Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here to go through everything I melted this week. So as usual, my empties first, then my unempties. Apologize if you can hear sound. There is, I think it's next door. I think there's a party next door. It's not super loud, but I can just hear this really annoying bass kind of sound. So you might be able to hear that as well. I don't know. So let's get stuck into it. Not a crazy amount of empties, a few. So I have Dessa's Homespun Scents Iced Circus Cookies. So this is animal shaped sugar cookies covered in pink and white icing and candy sprinkles. I always forget how much I really enjoy this warm. Like, it smells good. Pardon me. It smells good cold, but it really turns into a delicious iced cookie on warm, like far beyond what it smells on cold. It is really, really good. Like, I have tried a few different like circus cookie type blends. None of them to me are as good as this. It doesn't have any of that kind of nuttiness or that cherry or almond or any of that some of those scents get. It just smells exactly like what I would imagine this to smell like. So, love this. The throw is medium to high. It is not like a crazy strong one, but it definitely, you can always smell it. It always fills the room. I have more of it already. It's been a multiple repurchase. It's not one that I ever get really excited to, I need to melt this, but whenever I melt it, I'm like, oh, that's really good. So I'd say I will probably keep repurchasing it. I also did this Dessa's sample of Cupcakes at Tiffany's. So this, Cupcakes at Tiffany's, no scent notes. I just wanted to melt it because, look, I've always known that I'm not the biggest fan of Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but lately I've been finding it's been okay, or at least inoffensive in blends. Like, I don't think it's ever anything that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to blend with that. But if I see a blend that I like everything else, but it also has Cupcakes at Tiffany's lately, I've been kind of finding I'm okay with that. And I think I figured it out. It's just, it smells mostly, I know it's got a toffee note, and I mostly smell like that sort of toffee. So it kind of just smells like, it's just to me, it's a rich blend sweetener. And it's a little bit on the artificial side for me. So I'm not a fan of it really. But that's kind of why it's okay in blends, but sometimes it's not. Because depending on what it's blended with, because it is quite rich and sweet, sometimes it can just, like, for example, I think one of the first blends I had that I really disliked with it was that vanilla ice cream. I also don't like vanilla ice cream. So, and it smells a bit artificial and it's kind of oversweet. So together they were just so cloying and gross. But I don't mind it, particularly if it's anchored with other bakeries like zucchini bread or something. Then I find that kind of works quite well for me. So not going to melt the Cupcakes at Tiffany's again on its own, but I'm kind of glad I did, just so I could get the vibe of, you know, what it smells like when it melts, and, you know, I guess understand how it performs in blends better. Trick or Treat from the Farmer's Daughter. So this is Cider Lane Marshmallow Fireside Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. This one is pretty good. I got it in the Halloween like sampler thing, well, Advent. It was like an Advent, but you didn't have to buy the whole thing last year. You can smell all the bits reasonably equally. Nothing kind of overwhelms. It's a nicely balanced blend. I'm not like crazy about it, but I do enjoy it. It's thrown pretty well for me. I don't think I need to get it again, but it's fine. Ugly Sweater Party from L3. So this is Sweater Weather, Vanilla Oak and hint of bourbon. So I don't remember a huge amount about this one melting, to be honest. It's not a bad scent. L3 Sweater Weather is not like the really super fresh, like proper, like candle sweater weather scent. But it is a nice kind of fresh, it's a nice outdoorsy scent, but it doesn't have that whack you in the face kind of eucalyptusy herbal freshness that Sweater Weather has. This is nice. It smells nice, but I seriously don't remember it melting, so it's hard for me to say how it did. I don't feel like I need to get it again because I know I would have gone into the room at some point. Although it's been hard lately because I think I mentioned in the last video, so I have started a new role at my work, and it's just, I'm finding that I'm just in back-to-back calls all day, and I just don't get the time to walk down through, like I try to sort of, because it's good to get away from the desk and walk. I do try to sort of head down through the house and when I can, but I feel like I just don't have the time for that these days. I might actually have to get myself set up. I wasn't using a headset for a while, but so I can maybe wear the headset and roam around the house or something, because I need to move, but also I just, some days I literally come up here and don't leave my office until 3 or 4 o'clock when I change my wax anyway. So anyway, side story, but yeah, I feel like it's just more likely now that there'll be scents that I put on and then I don't remember how they went. Savannah Blue, Queen for a Day. So this is strawberry pound cake, blackberry juice and cake butter fudge. And sorry, there was a dog hair on there. This is really good. I've enjoyed this the whole way through. It was a souffle. I feel like I mostly get blackberry juice and strawberry pound cake, and that is a really interesting combo for me, but it works. Because it smells, and the cake batter fudge I think just amps up the bakery, because sometimes the bakery element of strawberry pound cake can get a little lost. So this is, it's just a really interesting berry bakery. Like, I've not encountered a berry bakery that smells anything like this, to be honest. So very, very unique. Really good throw, like sort of solid medium, maybe medium high. I can always smell it. It's not crazy strong, but I can always smell it. I would get this one again. It's really, really unique, and I have really enjoyed it. Hallows Eve from the Pharmacist's Daughter. So this is crackling birch pumpkin pecan waffles. Not bad. You get a lot of crackling birch from it. Not much pumpkin pecan waffles. Yeesh. Oopsie. Hang on. Now I feel like I'm lopsided. Okay. I was probably lopsided from the start, but I only just realised. So yeah, it's mostly crackling birch, but with a little bit of that sort of sweetness from the pumpkin pecan waffles. And I like crackling birch, don't get me wrong, but it's probably not different enough. Throw medium to high, not a repurchase, because as much as I love crackling birch, I have crackling birch on its own. I don't need blends that just smell like crackling birch. I want them to smell like other things as well. Fall Foliage from Dessa. So Dew, Leaves, Crackling Fire, Outdoor Air. Love this scent. This is just one of my all-time favourite outdoorsy blends. The description, so the scent notes here, Dew, Leaves, Crackling Fire, Outdoor Air. Absolutely perfect. Like, completely summarises what this scent is about. Yeah, I don't think I've ever smelled anything that just so perfectly captures, like, standing outside of a cabin, there's a fire going, so you can smell a bit of the smoke kind of coming out, but there's just so much going on in the outdoors around you. It's just amazing. So, love it. Always great throw. I have repurchased more of it. It's just one of my favorites. I've been repurchasing it for a long time. Seriously, this camera's annoying me, but I don't know if it's lopsided or not. I'm sorry if it is. Cozy Sweater from L3. So this is Bonfire Bliss Cashmere Cedar Palo Santo. I don't know why, because all of those oils are usually, well, Palo Santo is not the strongest oil, but Cashmere Cedar, Bonfire Bliss usually are strong, and Palo you can normally smell as well. This scent is light. It does, I bought it in March, so I think I melted it not long after it arrived. It didn't throw. I sort of parked it for a few months. Came back to it now. Still no throw. Oh, like light. There is throw, but it is very light. I don't get it, because I've had all of those oils from L3 in other blends and they are normally strong, but this is not strong. So it mostly smells like, cashmere cedar with a hint of Bonfire Bliss. But just really light throw, so I wouldn't get that one again. It was a puppy pack, so I don't know. Puppy packs are usually okay. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Palo Santo Coconut Cream Pie Vanilla Wafers from L3. Another one I don't think I spent much time with. But I know from in the past I haven't loved it. I think the vanilla wafers just maybe aren't quite for me. Because I love a good pumpkin pecan waffle Palo Santo blend, but this one hasn't quite been it. It's a little bit sickly and there's just a tone to it that I don't love. But anyway, previous times it's melted, it's thrown pretty well. This time I don't know. But yeah, it's not going to be a repurchase. And then lastly, I did What did I do this with? It's Palo Santo from L3. I'll come back to that. I blended it with something, but I can't remember what. It'll be in my Unempties. And that's something else I blended as well that I can't remember. I did a bit of blending. So I also had Super Tarts Palo Santo, but anyway. I'll get to the blends when I have the blends. So this messy loaf bag with the label in the bag is You Can't Sit With Us. So this is Wild Berry Mousse and today is October 3rd. I still don't know how I feel about this one. I love Wild Berry Mousse. And today is October 3rd is pretty good. Look, when I melt this, I do enjoy it. But there's something about it that I also just don't, especially on cold. I think on warm I'm okay with it, but it weirdly smells like a really dense cookie dough with like berries in it. Like, I don't know, you've chopped up berries and you're making like a cookie dough with berries in it. I don't know. Anyway, it's fine when it melts, but there's just something about it when I'm smelling it now. When I smell it cold, that just always makes me feel a bit weird. So it throws very strongly. It's not going to be repurchased. Like, again, it's fine, but it's not like anything I'm super crazy about. I think I only got the loaf. I grabbed it on a whim in a sale, I think. So anyway, L3 Ferris Bueller's Day Off with some wax on the label. Driftwood, Sea Salt, Oak Moss and Amber. So I have quite a few Oak Moss and Amber blends, or I think I have it solo as well from L3. They all smell pretty similar. I feel like Oak Moss and Amber tends to dominate whatever it's in. But of the blends I have, this one is probably my favourite. Again, they are all quite similar, but I just think the sea salt just kind of sharpens it a bit. And the driftwood is a nice tone as well. So it's a really nice, fresh and earthy. It's quite crisp as well. I feel like there's like that mossy tone is not, it's not like a soft muted moss. It's really earthy and green and aquatic, a bit aquatic too. So yeah, I do enjoy this one. I get really good throw from it. Because I have some of the Oak Moss and Amber blends and they are also similar, I probably don't need to contemplate repurchasing that one, even though it is kind of my favourite, just because I will happily melt the others. But yeah, no, it's good. Dessa's Homespun Scents Zucchini Creme Brulee and Huckleberry Lane. This one. This one is so good. This turned out just amazingly. I had a feeling it would. Like, I've been really enjoying Huckleberry lately. It kind of feels like it's in a similar family to Wildberry in that it's a sort of, it's more of a mixed berry scent. So it doesn't, I think part of the reason I like both of those is things like blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, they never smell like actual berries to me. So I always get a little bit disappointed, not a little bit disappointed, but they don't like super wow me. I like how they smell, but some of them anyway. But yeah, they don't really smell like actual berries. But because to me, huckleberry and wildberry are not designed to be, I know this probably sounds like weird, but they're just, because they are just mixer kind of berry scents, I don't know, I just like them more. And this one, like the zucchini, her zucchini bread is just a perfect dense offset to the huckleberry, and the creme brulee in there. I'm really enjoying creme brulee as like a slightly sort of sugary vanilla kind of blender. So I really, really enjoyed this. The throw is medium to high in here. I don't know if it will do like super well out in other spaces, but it was fine in here. I don't know whether I will do a Build-A-Bar again. I will definitely do this blend again though, whether it's me buying those 2 cents separately. I do have Huckleberry Lane. I didn't get the zucchini creme brulee. So, but I would definitely get that, be able to create that combo again because it is fantastic. I've got Cranberry Marmalade, today's October 3rd, going in here at the moment. So Palo Santo Sugar Cookie Royale and Toasted Mallow, that's today's October 3rd. I really enjoy this blend. I really like cranberry marmalade. And look, it is mostly cranberry marmalade. Today's October 3rd. I do wish it came through a little bit stronger, but it is there, and it does just add a really nice kind of smoky, slightly smoky bakery base to that cranberry marmalade. So good combo. Very good throw. I'm probably not a repurchase after I finish this bag because that's a lot, but I will enjoy it. Hatchet from L3. This is black tea, flannel, BBW type, fresh picked blackberries. Black tea, flannel, BBW type, and fresh picked blackberries. Got this melting down. Yeah, no, I've got this melting down in my lounge room at the moment. Now, I'm not... Something about my melts this afternoon just haven't been sitting well with me. I think everything's had... I've been having a slight headache. And I think each scent just has an element to it which is bugging me. And then like each scent different parts of the house. And combined they've been irritating me. Other than the cranberry, the one that's on in here. In this one I think it's the flannel, which normally I'm okay with. But there's just this kind of... There's this sort of irritatingly musky perfume like tone all the way through the house tonight. And I don't think this scent is the biggest culprit for it. But the other scents which I'll get to are... And this one just, I think, hasn't helped. Normally, I love it. The black tea and the blackberry just smell so good together. They're so rich and juicy and amazing. Like, I love how this smells now, but it's just, the house has got this thing going on. I don't know if the headache came first and the scents are just irritating me, or if the scents gave me the headache. I don't know, but anyway. Probably would repurchase this one because I do love it. I've only got like 1 or 2 mils left in that one, and it always goes really well. Cozy cookie cake from Teddy Bees. So this is warm iced white cake, beach treats, marshmallow fireside, signature sugar cookies. So I was a bit unsure about this one because I'm very kind of over beach nights from Teddy Bees. But this one does well. This one was really interesting. It's got like, it had like weird kind of cracking on the inside and stuff. I've not seen that with Teddy Bees before. Yeah, because I had, and I actually did, I'll talk about it when I get to it, Surfside Sweet Shop as well. Where is it? I should talk about them together because I melted them together to compare them because they are, in many ways they are similar. Yeah, Surfside Sweet Shop. So Surfside Sweet Shop is birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats. So I mean, obviously different notes, but they're basically creamy cookie bakery beach treats blends. But I much preferred the cozy cookie cake one because of the marshmallow fireside. I feel like it has less beach treats / beach nights in it than Surfside Sweet Shop. And the smokiness, because I do enjoy a kind of smoky, salty take on beach nights. So this one I liked. I don't think I loved it, but I liked it. Surfside Sweet Shop is still thoroughly just meh to me. I know it is a massively popular blend. I've tried it so many times now. I've had a chunk bag. Sometimes it smells actually really unappealing. Like sometimes, and I think this is my problem with beach nights, sometimes it smells like a body milk that's gone a little bit sour. There's just this something in it that just is, my nose is really railing against in beach nights now. I don't get that when I melt it, but for this blend anyway, but it's just kind of a cream, it's just sort of a sweet, creamy, slightly beach nightsy scent. I just, yeah, the hype on this one just even when I really liked beach nights, because I got this blend when I really liked beach nights, even then this one kind of was just, I didn't get it. So, but I'm pretty much the only one in that boat. Everybody else loves this scent. So yeah, this one throws medium to high. Would not repurchase it for that Sweet Shop. Cozy cookie cake, I'm not sure. Like, I am enjoying it, but I still don't know if it's like what I'm crazy about. Again, medium to high throw. But it's definitely one I can enjoy more than Surfside Sweet Shop. And it's kind of giving me an idea to get rid through the last of my Surfside Sweet Shop. I might throw some smokiness, something smoky in there, because I feel like that will make it smell like cozy cookie cake, which is just better for me. This one had a label on it, like, not long ago. Where did it go? I'll put that aside until I find the label. The Fog from Vintage Chic Scents. So this is sweet dark spices, smoky patchouli, cedar, wood, violet, cinnamon and clove. I've tried this one a couple of times now. It's okay. It's not really my thing. I melted it this week on possibly the dreariest, rainiest, like coldest evening that we've had in a while. And if that kind of weather didn't make me want to enjoy this scent, then nothing will, you know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of clove, is kind of where it's at with this, but it's the whole spice mix and the slight florals. Again, I don't hate it, but it's not a scent for me. It's not my wheelhouse. It does throw very strongly. This is one of the strongest scents I've ever had from Vintage Chic Scents. I had in my bedrooms this time around. But yeah, definitely not going to be repurchased. I don't think I'll finish it either. It's just not me. So I did do a blend where I used Embers from That Smell Good shop, which is Smoky Sweet Campfire, which is probably what I would use in the Surfside Sweet Shop blend I was just talking about. Crackling Birch from Pumpkin Parcel, which is just crackling birch. And then I did a little bit of Super Tarts Palo Santo. This blend was really, really good. I would repeat this blend. I did it because, although it doesn't smell too bad now. The first time I smelled the Embers, I remember I really wasn't into it. It just smelled super smoky and kind of almost dirty. But I actually get a lot more of the sweetness out from it. So it possibly just cured into a better place because I've left it sitting for a while since it arrived. Because it really did smell quite off-putting when it first came. But now this actually smells quite good. And I do think this would be a really good smoky combo for that Surfside Sweet Shop. But it was a good because it's quite strong. It counterbalanced the Crackling Birch, which is also very strong. So this was mostly like a slightly sweet, sticky, marshmallowy, very smoky scent. But with that sort of freshness, and there is like a crisp kind of leaves spice to it, but in a really good way. So, and then the Palo was subtle in there, but it just added a little bit of more intrigue or interestingness to the blend. So really like the combo. Would definitely do it again. It was really strong, just really, really good. Dessa's Vanilla Butter Fudge Palo Santo. This is really good. I've done Vanilla Butter Fudge and Palo Santo before. I think I just did it with Trig Tarts from L3 and I really enjoyed it then too. Like this was a bit different, but it was kind of the same, you know, like different oils, but same concept. Like you just a slight sort of woody smokiness to a really delicious dense kind of fudginess. I really enjoy Vanilla Butter Fudge because I was always worried before I tried it that it was going to be like really densely sweet and just black, because actually Vanilla Butter Fudge honestly probably is a little bit on the sweet side. Like sort of ooey gooey sweet, but it actually has a slight yeastiness to it. I don't know why, but I really like it. So that blend though probably wasn't as strong as it could have been. I'd say medium. So I'm not quite sure if I would repeat it from Dessa's again, but I do really enjoy it. My camera's gone really dark now. It's either too dark or too bright at night. Waffle Bomb from Teddy Bees. So this is berry waffle cone, pumpkin pecan waffles, funnel cake, and powdered sugar. This was good. I'm not the biggest fan of berry waffle cone. I know a lot of people love it, but it's a very sharp, dry, kind of spiced berry scent. Not a lot of sweetness to me. And I just don't love that. But in here it was good. Like because you get sweetness from the pumpkin pecan waffles and the funnel cake and the powdered sugar. So yeah, I did enjoy this. It was probably only medium throw, so it probably needs a bit more cure time. It was poured in late June though. So it could just be, I did do it down in my lounge room, so it might just be that it needs a smaller space, at least for a while. But still enjoyed it. I do have another souffle of this coming in the ready to ship, so when it gets here I'll be happy, because that is a really good, just a nice, yeah, pumpkin pecan waffle kind of berry scent. Ebony Violet by the Campfire. So this one is blackberry merlot, tobacco flower, whiskey, cocoa marshmallow, sandalwood, amber, and patchouli. I love this. I've raved about this so many times on this channel. I've been through this scent now in multiple forms. So I've been through a little loaf from Ebony Violet and a souffle, and I've been through a mini melter bag. So I wanted to start, because this was poured late last year, so I wanted to get started on the loaf. This is a autumn winter scent for me, so I will probably not, I might melt it one more time, but spring is definitely in the air here at the moment, so yeah, I don't know how much more use I'll get out of this until next year. But it's just an incredible blend. All of those notes that are listed, you can smell them, and they're just blended incredibly well. It's creamy and sweet. It's got some interesting kind of woodsy elements to it. It's got the blackberry. It's just, it's so good. It's amazing. It is a single oil as well. That's why I was able to melt it from, I said a mini melter bag, because from Rose Girls and from Ebony Violet. Glitterati, blueberry lemon Scotty. This was good, really good. It probably wasn't all that unique. Like, it smelled a bit like a blueberry tea and cakes kind of blend. So I guess that's kind of where her lemon Scotty oil is at. So it was nice. It was a nice blueberry lemon bakery. Sometimes some blueberry lemon scents I don't love. This is a really good combo. It threw really well. I could get this combo probably anywhere, so it doesn't feel like I'd need to repeat it from Glitterati, but you know, it was good. Dessa's Circus Under the Stars. So this is Palo Santo blended with funnel cake, caramelized apple, cotton candy, and hints of a smoldering bonfire. I didn't really like this one very much. I thought I would on cold, because like, I don't normally love like circus concession type scents, but I went with this one because I thought the Palo Santo and the smoldering bonfire made it sound really like a bit more interesting for me. And on cold I was like, yeah, because I can kind of smell the overly sweet and caramelized apple scent, but the smokiness really is bringing me in. But no, just cotton candy and caramelized apple. I do love some caramelized apple scents. Pardon me for the noise that I made just before. But yeah, I don't know. It was just too sweet. There's just a tone to it I didn't love. So it threw pretty well in here in my office. I'll try it again another day. But yeah, I don't think I love that one. Teddy Bees Raspberry Jam Frosted Sugar Cookies. So this is, no, it's not that. The notes on that are not right. But it's basically what it says. This is really, really good. Her raspberry jam is so good. I have only just started getting into raspberry jam. But there's a few vendors that have like a really sharp, almost metallic, tinny tart. Like it feels like it's aiming for tart, but it smells metallic and tinny and just unpleasant. Hers is really sweet and jammy, and I don't know why, but I just love my jam scents to smell really sweet. So not like super sugary toothacheingly, but just, yeah, just on the sweet side. I don't like the things that are overly tart tend to lean or overly spiced. So oats, jammy scents that are spiced, like marmalade type ones, they are okay. The ones with like tart fruits though, that's where I struggle. So yeah, this one was just a beautiful raspberry jam. Her frosted sugar cookies is always a light scent, but it was there. You can smell it and it adds a bit more sweetness, I think. So yeah, I really did enjoy this one. Medium throw, I would say. I do wish it was a little bit stronger. Maybe with a bit of extra cure time it will get there. I bought another souffle in the ready to ship, and I'm happy about that because this is just a really good raspberry jam scent. Okay. L3 Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Vanilla Ice Cream. I think I've talked about this one before. It's not a favourite of mine because I just don't love vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream is An overly sweet kind of artificial blender. This is still good because pumpkin pecan waffles and sugar cookie royale together are just good. They just create a really delicious, yummy bakery scent. But I would prefer it without the vanilla ice cream. So I tend to melt this in rooms that I'm not spending much time in. It always goes really well. But yeah, I wouldn't get it again just because it's not my favourite of the pumpkin pecan waffle blends. I Love to Laugh from Super Tarts. This is lemon curd tea and cakes. It's a really good tea and cake scent and it is so freaking strong. It has a lot of lemon curd, and I will say I have been stepping back from that really intense lemon curd scent that Super Tarts in particular has. I used to love it in everything, but now it's a bit much for me. Because it's both super sweet and super tart. Like, it's just full on both aspects. But still, I really do enjoy it with the tea and cake. So I really, really like this scent. Again, maybe not as much as I used to, just because of my feelings about lemon curd, but still love it. Will repurchase it because her tea and cake blend is just the best. Caramel apple pumpkin pecan waffles today is October 3rd. This is fantastic. I have another bag of it, which I bought accidentally, but I'm not mad because it is so good. I love L3's caramel apple oil. I know I go so, like, some days I'm like, oh. Some videos I talk about combos of caramel and apple or Circus concession scents and how I don't like it. But the caramel apple oil at L3 is just delicious. I feel like you mostly just, that's the most noticeable part of it. To me, I don't get like a real standout pumpkin pecan waffles. It's just a really delicious, sweet, smoky bakery with the caramel apples. So, really good. Medium to high throw. Definitely would repurchase it. I love that one. L3 spiced oat milk cafe cubano. I feel like I melt this every second or third week. It's just one of my favorite scents to melt in my office. I was sort of thinking that once the weather starts to warm up, I won't want to melt this anymore, but it's still just a really comforting scent. Like, I still, back when I used to drink coffee, I used to enjoy that, even like a hot cup of coffee with like a latte, even when the weather was warmer. And I feel like this could be the same because it's so warm and cozy. And yes, there's a spice to it, but it's not a spice that I've really smelled in any other kind of wax. Like, it's so delicious. I always get great joy from it. Absolutely one of my favorite scents. Love melting it in this office. It just makes me happy. I did do a bit from the Teddy Bears pre-order. So Cabin in the Woods. So this is Fir Needle, Smoked Woods, Marshmallow Fireside, Cedarwood, Sandalwood, Minty Snow. This one was fine. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. On cold, I can smell that touch of Minty Snow, but I didn't really get that warm. I definitely got smoky woods, but not my favorite tone of smoky woods. Like, the woods in there, it's kind of like almost like a charred cedarwood or something, which is okay, but it's not my favorite. So it does lean quite masculine, I think. Like, it's kind of a smoky woody scent that gets used in a few masculine colognes. So it was good, but not great. It was quite strong, but I don't think Cabin in the Woods is a repurchase. Ebony Violet Marie Laveau. So this is Palo Santo and Egyptian Musk. I've tried this a few times. I tried it in a shot cup and now I've tried it in a loaf. This does not throw. Ebony Violet is normally so good, so strong. And I can smell this on cold. I can smell it, but it doesn't throw. I thought with the shot cup that was maybe just a once off, like that, and so I tried it here. Seriously, nothing. Nothing. It's so weird. I mostly get like a clean, linen-y, musky scent, so I guess that's the Egyptian musk on cold, but no throw. So, not going to repurchase that. Nearly finished this. Might actually have to get it done in the next week or two. So this is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Cider Lane, Mallow Fireside, and Blackberries from L3. When I got this loaf, I didn't love it. I actually do enjoy it now. Yeah, it's a really nice blend. You do get all of those notes. I think my problem with it is that the pumpkin pecan waffles is bakery. It makes me want to melt in the morning, but something about the cider lane and the blackberries and stuff, that to me feels like an afternoon melt. And I'm really weird when it comes to the things, my own internal rules about what I melt in the morning versus what I melt in the afternoon. So I melted this one in the afternoon, but there was like a twinge of, whenever I could notice the pumpkin pecan waffles, I was like, that's not what I'm meant to be melting now. I'm not meant to melt bakery now. So my brain's very weird like that. But still, I do really enjoy this blend. I would possibly get it in like a small shape pack in future. And it throws very well. L3 Purple Sandalwood Boom Boom Palo Santo. This is another one that's on tonight. It's on in my room, my bedrooms, and it's irritating me. There's a really strong kind of cologne element to this, like very musky. It's more like a feminine perfume, but it's very strong. I think it's the purple sandalwood, and I don't think I've had a problem with purple sandalwood in the past, but this one is just not doing it for me. I don't know if the Boom Boom's making it worse. I don't know, but I'm just not enjoying it. Could just be me tonight. I don't know, but I'm not loving it. It is very strong. Right now it doesn't feel like a repurchase. Villainous wax, you best start believing in ghost stories. So this is rich tobacco leaf, cognac, cherry pits, vetiver, green fern, and ozone. Really, really nice blend. Really complex and really well done. Like, it's hard to describe because I don't think any of that really stands out, but it's kind of green, it's kind of earthy, it's kind of, I don't really smell cherry or anything, but I feel like there's definitely depth from the tobacco leaf and the cognac, so it's really nice. I got strong pro from it. Possibly would get it again. I do think that just with Villainous wax, I may have to, I really like the wax, but I feel like I need to wait for sales. She does have, like, she does put her ready to ship on sale every now and then. It's just the price for, yeah. But anyway, I also did from Villainous, I just did the Ki Mama Ma side of this. So, because the top layer is Camp Crystal Lake, which is tingly mint, mossy rocks, and eucalyptus leaves. The bottom layer was sandalwood, patchouli, amber, and oak forest. So I probably will blend those two scents together. I think they would go really well together. I didn't spend a huge amount of time okay, no. I was gonna say, I was like, actually I think they've been swapped. But no, when you smell the Camp Crystal Lake, you can really smell a tingly mint. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to go with that because it is quite... but this one has almost a slight fresh mint to it. Yeah, it definitely smelled... I definitely remember like a sandalwoody patchouli kind of thing going on but with like a green tone. And that might have been the fresh mint that I can smell. Anyway, it threw well, I know that, but I didn't spend a huge amount of time with it. Dessa's Season of Snow. So this is winter pepperberry, Siberian fir, cedarwood, vanilla birch, and vanilla bean Noel type. Again, another one I didn't spend much time with, and I'm annoyed about that because I really enjoyed this blend. It is just, it's so pretty. It's so unique. It kind of reminds me of like vanilla balsam, but with this really unique sweet berry tone. I've never smelt pepperberry, but it's so pretty. It definitely reminds me of vanilla balsam with like cranberry, but also not cranberry, you know. It's really good. It throws really well. I'm annoyed that I didn't, you know, take a bit of time to enjoy that one because it's a favourite of mine, and I definitely will repurchase it. Blueberry Meringue Tort from Vintage Chic Scents. This is good. It smells like a blueberry tea and cakes blend to me. It has a really strong, like, lemony, almost Fruit Loopsy type vibe. But in a good way. Like, it actually leans more towards the tea and cakes kind of scent than the Fruit Loops. They are related. I don't know why they are related, but they are. I know I'm not the only person who's pointed that out. I don't love Fruit Loops though, but I do love Teen Cakes. So there's just certain notes that the Fruit Loopsy scents have that Teen Cakes does not. So yeah, it's good. It throws well. I have been having some issues with Vintage Chic scents lately, but this did throw well. Possibly would get it again, or I would at least be happy to have it in blends. You know, I do like it. I Heart Vanilla Palo Santo from Teddy Bees. So this is creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallows and magnolias blended with warm Palo Santo. This is pretty good. Yeah, I Heart Vanilla sometimes can just smell a bit like Boardwalk Mallow Clouds. It doesn't really have, which is marshmallows and magnolias. But definitely this one was kind of woodsy, a little bit Boardwalk Mallow Clouds-ish, but also had the other vanillas there. So it was good. It was maybe medium throw. Again, maybe it needs more cure time. Although sometimes these kind of creamy vanilla, like I picked a few creamy vanilla Palo scents this week and they were all light. So, or like light to medium. So, yeah, that's just kind of how they are, I think. But anyway, it was good. Teddy Bees, Rain and Woods. I did do quite a few from the pre-order. I sort of went through and I picked anything that had been poured in June because I figured that would have cured enough. And anything poured in like the first week of July. So this one has the wrong description on it. So I've had this before and I remember being kind of disappointed by it because I was expecting this to smell legit like Rain and Woods. Like I was expecting this just to be an incredible, because that's the kind of outdoorsy scent experience that I love, like being in the outdoors and the rain and how that activates the woods and all of that. That's what I was expecting from this scent, and that's not what it smells like. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed the first time around, but I got it again this time and I went, right, I know it doesn't smell like that. We'll just try to appreciate it for what it is. And I do think I'm liking it more this time around. It still smells like a very, like, it doesn't smell, okay, so it does, what it doesn't smell like, it doesn't smell like Rain and Woods. It kind of smells like, if you took like if you made like a warm vanilla sugar or maybe like a body care. Yeah, I could picture this as like a kind of earthy, woody body care product. It does remind me of what some scents when you put warm vanilla sugar in them it doesn't have warm vanilla sugar as a note, I'm pretty sure, but it definitely gives off that kind of scent vibe to me. I think it reminds me a little bit of Fiji from Teddy Bees. I don't think it smells the same, but just to me it had a similar kind of, like it's an outdoorsy scent, but it's a body care version of it. So yeah, I like it. I still don't love it. It throws medium to high. I'll enjoy the rest of it, but it's probably still not a repurchase. L3 Palo Santo Sweet Cream Whole Vanilla Beans. This is good. Again, another Palo Santo creamy scent that just wasn't quite strong enough for me. It does smell really good though. It almost smells like a latte, but with very weak, like no coffee. But for some reason the sweet, maybe it's the sweet cream element, like, yeah, so it's good, but yeah, I think I just need to, with those, not, because I picked a whole bunch of milky, creamy Palo Santos and put them all around the house. I think I just need to keep them and just do one of them in like my office with me, so in like a small condensed space. I think that works. Trying to scent the whole house with that, it was a bit of a non-event. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles to Don't Cross Streams. So from L3, this is really good. Don't Cross Streams is like a vanilla cookie scent. So this is just a really creamy, vanilla-y like Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. It is very good. Like a bit sweeter than Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, but in a good way. Throws really well. It's pretty much a solid basic, so it's not one that I'm like, oh, I have to have huge amounts of, but I would definitely get it again and melt it again. Witches Be Crazy for Palo Santo from Teddy Bees. So this is birthday cake, pecan waffle, sugar cookie dough, and a pinch of cinnamon spice vanilla blend with Palo Santo. This is very good. Like, I enjoy Witches Be Crazy, although it's not one I sort of want to melt. on its own anymore because I've kind of done with it in a way. It's a pumpkin pecan waffle scent, but it definitely has a spice to it. Like, thankfully I don't get much of the dough or the birthday cake because I don't love those scents. And the woody Palo Santo blended really well in here. So I enjoyed this. It was good because it was a bakery Palo Santo, but a bit different because it was Witches Be Crazy, which is what I was hoping for. Grew quite strongly. And I do think I would get that one again. I did enjoy it. Wildberry Mousse Blackberry Jam is today's Buttermilk Pie. Wildberry Mousse Blackberry Jam Buttermilk Pie from L3. This one I didn't like as much as I thought I would. So I love L3's Wildberry Mousse. Her Blackberry Jam is good, but it leans more... It's not like a sweet Blackberry Jam that I really love. It leans more tart or almost medicinal sometimes. It's not medicinal, but it just kind of leans that way, you know. And in this one, I really couldn't smell the Wildberry Mousse, which I was hoping for. Or if I could, it wasn't blending well with the Blackberry Jam. So yeah, there's this kind of just this almost kind of tart. And it's not tart, but it's not sweet either, you know, and I wanted sweetness from this. And jamminess. It just doesn't smell jammy, you know. So yeah, I didn't love this. It was okay, but I didn't love it. It threw very strongly, but yet not a repurchase. I was surprised. I thought I was really going to love that one. Wicked Lady from Villainous Wax. So blackcurrant, blackberry jam, sweet pink sugar. Another one of the ones that's just been bugging me tonight. It smells good, but it smells so feminine, perfumey, floral. Because she has like a really nice sweet blackberry jam, but the pink sugar and the blackcurrant are both. The blackcurrant, it must be like a very floral kind of blackcurrant scent. So yeah, this one, I'm actually struggling to even smell that one. I think this one is, because this one's been quite strong, I think this one has actually been the culprit as to why my head's been hurting, and then the other scents that have been going on just haven't been helping. So that one, I don't think I'll repurchase. Another Milky Palo Santo. So Milk of the Poppy from Teddy Bees, which is Palo Santo and the richest, creamiest vanilla. I really enjoyed this one as well, but like I said, like I melted them all over the house and it just didn't have enough impact. Yeah, I like this. I do wonder, I remember last year Teddy Bees, she did say that over summer she changes her formula slightly. And I feel like each year, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I feel like I've noticed that kind of the colder month pours, they cut so smoothly and just super easily. And then the pours that are done in the, oh, that's not a great example, in summer, like they're fine, but they just have like this kind of texture on the inside and they don't cut as smoothly. I don't know if I'm going mad, and it's not a problem. It's just something that I have noticed on her wax that is poured in. See, now I'm looking at it all, and the ones that I'm looking at are fine. But I've definitely had a few that have just had this kind of texture and roughness on the inside. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. It's just something. Anyway. Anyway, I like Milk of the Poppy. It's good, but yeah, would keep it in a smaller space. I think I probably would repurchase it, but it's not one like I'm dying for, you know. Jamboree from Teddy Bees. So this was wildberry jam donut, fresh baked bread, and a hint of sugar and spice. I didn't like this, and that's not the best news. Oh, yeah, so this is what I mean by like just the, I just feel like it happens more in summer. So I don't know if it's the way she pours her wax in summer, or if it's just the weather, or if it's just coincidence. But anyway, because I bought a loaf of this in the ready to ship. There was only a loaf left. Like I would have chosen a smaller scent otherwise, but I really thought I was going to like this, but I knew there was a note in there that was risky. I think it's the bread, but it could be like bread and donut, because it's this kind of yeasty scent that leans a little bit sharp or metallic, you know? And when it warmed up, that got really strong. So every time, it's funny, it was like the top note. So the first thing I smelled was this kind of unpleasant metallic-y, yeasty tang. And then it would settle, my nose would kind of get past that. And then it was a not bad kind of jammy, slightly spicy bakery scent. So I was able to sit and kind of enjoy it. But whenever I moved, that would kind of, you know, re-stimulate me smelling that top note again. And then I'd get that metallic bleh. I ended up changing it out because just every time I moved around the room, I hated the scent again. So I don't know. Anyway, I didn't like it. Is the story of that. And so now I have a souffle and a loaf coming that I will have to do something about from Australia, because otherwise I would just destash it. But destashing things is not super easy here. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people love that scent. I feel like it's just a weird thing with my nose. Just some yeasty bread scents just don't work. That one doesn't work. So definitely not a repurchase. Blackberry butter pecan cookies from Teddy Bees. So this is butter pecan waffles and blackberry jam butter cookies. I love this one. I've talked about it so many times. This was me just starting out on the souffle. And this is one is perfect because I had a chunk bag last year that was not as strong on the pumpkin pecan waffles. But this one is perfect. It's just, I've had blends of blackberry jam butter cookies and pumpkin pecan waffles before. But this one is just perfect. It nails it. Best oils, best ratios, whatever. It's amazing. We'll always repurchase. Love it. Always throws well. It's just, it is the whole package. I did all of my blender bars this week from Desses. So lemon sugar cookies and sweet macerated strawberries. This is really, really good. I did this one because I've never found like a lemon strawberry bakery scent that I've enjoyed. But I knew that I really enjoy her lemon sugar cookies and her macerated strawberries. Her macerated strawberries, I need to get a bunch of it because it is, I think it is just my perfect strawberry scent. And what I like about it so much is because, and this is actually the case with a lot of Desses like berry scents and stuff, is that it smells like what it is inspired by. So it's meant to be strawberries that have been like sliced in sugar and until like this they release like they become all syrupy and stuff, and that is what it smells like. And I can smell in there, I can smell legit strawberries, like the tart, like strawberries are not like always super sweet. There's a sweetness, but there's a sort of tartness to them as well. I can smell that in her macerated strawberries, but also that sugary syrupiness. So it's so refreshing because it smells like exactly what it's supposed to smell like. And it blends really well. So in this, because her lemon sugar cookies is a good mix of, you know, it's got a little bit of sharpness in the lemon, but it's also sweet, but it's not like in your face like lemon curd. So this was just perfect mixed sweet and slightly tart strawberries and lemon and slight bakery, and I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I was really pleased with this. I just wanted a lemon strawberry scent that I would enjoy, and this is it. So great throw. I would do that one again, because I have both. Literally, I have lemon sugar cookie and macerated strawberries down there, so I did not need the bar, but I'm happy to have it because I will blend those bars with different things. Savannah Blue Candy Petals. So this is pink chiffon, cotton candy, and touch of wood smoke. This is an absolute favourite blend of mine. The wood smoke oil is just my favourite smoky scent, and it blends so well with sweet scents. Like it's this incredible, unique smoky scent. And with the cotton candy and the pink chiffon, it is just, it is so good. Legit just obsessed with this blend. I haven't been reaching for it much lately, and I probably should try and polish this off because I do find Savannah Blue loaves. This one still seems to be going strong, but I've had at least one other loaf that kind of died off before I was done with it. So I should try and finish this off, but still amazing. I would repurchase it. I do already have another souffle of it. Yes, okay. So I did, this is what I blended the Palo with, and I know now why it took me so long to figure it out, because this was a combo I did not notice or register or smell. So pink sugar, warm vanilla sugar pie crust, and then I did some Palo Santo with it. I didn't love the pink sugar, warm vanilla sugar pie crust last time because I can't smell the pie crust. So it just smells like pink sugar, warm vanilla sugar, which is fine. But then I threw the Palo in it, which would probably be pretty good, to be honest, but I don't remember it melting, so I couldn't tell you. I'll try it again one day. I do think it would be a good combo. And then the last scent I have is another one with the label that's come off. So smoked vanilla, marshmallow fireside, Palo Santo, Campfire Marshmallow. I've been loving this. Like, this is a loaf that I've let sit for the longest time because since November 2020, because I didn't, when it arrived, it was way too strong on the smoked vanilla. I think it probably has cured into a different place. The smoked vanilla, I think, has died down. Like, I was thinking maybe it was my nose and maybe I'm just enjoying it more and stuff, but I'm just so sure that this was incredibly strong on smoked vanilla, whereas now it is more about the other stuff. So if I did this blend again, because I probably would, the marshmallow fireside, the Palo Santo, Campfire Marshmallow, fantastic combo. I do like the smoked vanilla in here, but it just needs to be just a touch of it, which is what this is now. So it is really good. It is a really good smoky woodsy scent. So yeah, I would do this combo, but I would have to tinker around with it to get it to be smoked vanilla, but not too much, you know. But anyway, I'll enjoy the rest of it. It's kind of awkward now because I've only just picked it out at the end of the season. I'm not going to want to melt it much over the winter months, but it's also quite old, so I should sort of finish it. I don't know. It just kind of languished at the bottom of my collection. Anyway, that's it. That's everything that I melted this week. So lots of stuff. Next week's box, I did a bit of a cleanup because my K wax, it was in a box shared with a couple of other vendors and it was out of control because of how big my recent K order was. So I kind of spent the time cleaning out that box. So there's a bit of K and a bit of Empire Alchemy because that was in there. Yeah, so a little bit of a clean out week next week. And my Teddy Bears clams, I've decided to finish those off because they're just irritating me in my Teddy Bears collection because there was not much of them left and they don't sit well with all of the other Teddy Bears shapes. So anyway, I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.